masculine frame and start bringing up yours name, right? So yeah, it's interesting. Be careful with baby mothers. Be careful. Make sure that they've healed. Make sure they've gone through healing therapy. Make sure that the children have that they have a cordial relationship with the father of, unless it's something dangerous, maybe the person was hurting the kids or something like that, right? While it's none of your business, you have to find some kind of sweet balance, because it's going to come back and bite you in the butt, because those children become partly your responsibility now. There's a lot that goes into that. Make sure you see a therapy yourself if you're going to get with a baby mother. The truth is that many of you will still wife up a baby mother. That's the reality. You're just going to fall in love like any normal human being. No matter how much you say, I will never, you're still, if she knows what she's doing, she will seduce your ass and make you fall in love. Make sure you're well prepared for that game you're playing. Okay? Because oftentimes, they're not emotionally ready or available for you. They may just be in love. It's temporary, right? You have to be careful with that. Lesson number 1 from the Alayelua, allegedly, right? Iku Babayeye Oni of Ife for Yul Edochie. Lesson number 1. I'm about to trigger someone. Women don't mind polygamy. They don't. Listen, somebody's about to say, that would never be me. That would never be me. That would never be me. Like me. No. No, I'm telling you right now, women don't mind polygamy. Okay? The only thing that women want is to feel safe and secure. So if they have ideologies that they've kicked against, if you feel safe and secure, they might just go for it. Why am I saying this to Yul Edochie? I think Yul Edochie thinks that he can't go out there and pick any woman and say, I want you to be my second wife. A woman that doesn't have any children, a woman, even if she has children, she's gone through proper healing, there's proper courting, like you do in the Muslim world. Do proper courting. You tell your wife at home, like, hey, I want to be a polygamist. You can stay with me or you can choose not to stay with me, but I feel like my calling is I want to be a president, I want to be a pastor, I want to have multiple wives, right? With your full chest. Women actually don't mind, some women don't mind polygamy. Okay? Find the people that don't mind polygamy, not those that you will swindle or they will swindle you into polygamy. It will backfire. Okay? It's a backfire. Let me see what y'all are saying, because I know you guys have been talking. Let's see. Ask for DNA. Yep. Dudoro. Ask for, if you're going to mess with this type of woman, ask for DNA now. Let's not be stupid, right? Bagava says, wow, Brola, I never really saw this first husband's confession this way. Yeah. You know, you and Auntie B have different ways of dissecting. That's my sister, but yes, we're definitely different on how we dissect these things. Parallels. But we are both heading the same direction. We want to help relationships, right? Mr. Obasi asked for DNA tests. You'll not show up. Oh, Mr. Obasi did? He asked for DNA tests. Oh, yeah. But the lesson is for y'all. Right? Lessons for y'all. Definitely for y'all. Yeah. Ola, doesn't the manosphere advise against marrying? Yeah, but they're usually lame with it. They're just saying don't marry baby mothers. But it's stupid because they're going to end up marrying baby mothers. Because they're majority of people in manosphere, dare I say, majority of people in manosphere are Mr. Nice guys who think they can make up a bunch of rules that's not realistic, right? So they say never marry a baby mother. But what happens is that if a baby mother smile at them, they can't wait to start donating all this money. They fall in love so quickly because they are lover boys. So it's not realistic. So instead, I definitely don't just advise blankets don't marry baby mothers. No, just like anything else in life, if someone has children with other people, it's a red flag that you should be aware of. You should be careful with that. You should make sure people go to therapy and make sure they have proper healing before you enter a situation with them, because that thing is going to keep haunting you for the rest of your life, literally, right? But to just advise a bunch of young men blank like blanket advice, don't marry baby, it's not realistic. They're going to get with baby mothers. They are actually much more attracted to baby mothers for the most part, right? They all claim they want 19-year-old girls, 20, 21-year-old girl, but it's cap. They fall in love, literally. They fall in love with the first thing in sight that looks like a smiling woman, literally. so, I push completely against that. That's a terrible advice because it's like it's generalized blanket advice, you know. But yes, baby mothers bring a lot of energy. They bring children from another man to the table. That's a red flag. That's not the only red flag. Once a person crosses the age of 30 and they're not married, that can become a red flag because now they're comfortable being by themselves, and that makes compromise a little bit more difficult. It doesn't mean you should avoid them, it just means be aware that this could be a real thing for you. Talk to therapy, understand how this stuff works, understand the different dynamics that's going to happen. For the fact that you're marrying a 45-year-old man who has never been married before, it's not divorce, it's nothing, he's just never been married. There's a reason. Let's not cap about that. It's the same thing with a woman, right? So that all these different things can become complication because of the social construct, right? Can a 22-year-old or 25-year-old man be red flag? Yes, of course. But it's not going to be because they've had children. It's something else, right? It's not going to be because they have children with other people or they're of age and not married, right? But there's a reason why you spent the last 20 years of your adult life and you're not off the market. There's a reason. It doesn't make you an evil person. There's a reason. And if you're gonna get into a relationship and do life with another person, that should be assessed. ASSESS. It should be assessed and make sure that there's nothing that can be risky for yourself as the person or the person you're getting with, right? All of that should, and then they should give you tools to continue to navigate, because even when you do it the most perfect way, right? There's no perfect marriage. You're still going to have troubles that will come from a blind spot. It could be a child died 2 years into your relationship and you're not even yet married. Like, some people don't know how to react to that. It becomes a big issue for them for the future, right? It's so many things. So it's just being aware. That's just two of many, many things it could be, right? If you're not married at the age of 30, you're not a bad person. There is a reason why you're not off the market, right? Assess it. If you have children and you're newly divorced,